Hey people, I'm Stu, and today we're going to cook tokwa't baboy. Tokwa't baboy is a classic Filipino dish. Tokwa in the Tagalog language means tofu, and baboy means pork. So tofu and pork, tokwa't baboy. Before we get started, we already have a pot of rice cooking, but we're going to get a pot of boiling water going as well. Rice is done. Now for our ingredients. Earlier this morning, I prepped the tofu, cut and stacked into layers, and weighed the whole stack down with another plate, finally leaving it to rest in the fridge. The idea here was to squeeze as much moisture out of the tofu as we can. Now here's our tofu 6 hours later. So we have our 2 pounds of tokwa here, or tofu, but for our other ingredients we have 2 pounds of pork, or baboy. We have vinegar, this is actually a coconut vinegar, soy sauce, bay leaves, black peppercorn, and we also have a red onion and a bulb of garlic. And the dish typically calls for serranos and bird's eye chili, but we don't have that, so we're going to use a jalapeno and actually some Jamaican peppers, well, one, because they're really hot. The water should be about done boiling, so now it's time for the pork. And the spices. 2 bay leaves. And the captain. And some black peppercorn. Roughly, I don't know, teaspoon. And a little more salt. Hey Vector, set the timer for 45 minutes. While that's going, let's chop our vegetables. Hey Vector, stop. After about 45 minutes, the pork should be ready. So I'm gonna turn off the heat. Okay. Now it's time to fry the tofu. We're gonna fry the tofu in layers using a combination of lard and oil. We're using tokwa't oil or annatto seed oil just because that's what I have. Pork should be cool by now. And we're going to chop these up into even-sized cubes. Now the tofu should be cool, so we're going to cube those up as well. They should be roughly the same size. Now for our sauces. We have our vinegar here, and we have our soy sauce, which are base ingredients in Filipino cooking. And one ingredient that I forgot to mention before is brown sugar. We're going to need a small pot and a whisk. We'll get that going. We're going to do maybe a cup of vinegar, maybe about 1/4 cup of soy sauce, and
the medicine go down?
I'm not going to start just yet. I don't know if it's true, but it's an old Filipino culinary trick that our lolas say help to mellow out the vinegar. Don't argue with your lola. Now we're going to take off the heat. And we're going to put the wok back because we're going to fry the pork. And I should have done this before, but we're going to add the garlic now. We're gonna fry it until it's nice and caramelized, a dark brown or even a burnt red color. Smells good. So the pork is good. I'm gonna add the tofu just to bring it back up to heat, and then we're pretty much done. Which bowl do you like?
Turquoise.
When we're ready to serve, we're going to add the onions and the peppers and the sauce, and then give it a little toss, and then we're good to go. Yummy. Yeah, make it tighter.
I'm still in the shot now? Then I was in like every single one of those shots ever.
It doesn't matter.